Hey, this is me, Jimmy McMillan. Thank you for joining me again. It's in the wee hours of the morning on a Tuesday. I'm looking at the clock. It's like 1:40, and I had to um, d- get this to you as quick as I could after going through the landlord court the other day. You probably heard about the case of the landlord won't renew my lease in the Lower East Village. I kept the apartment concealed for over 2 decades because of the kind of work I do. My family was at risk and lives threatened, so I had to keep them hidden. And the only way everyone knew I had an apartment in the village was until I broke this case with the New York Post, because I know that this case can help you win in court as well. Let me get to the point. You're going to get a certified letter, something like this, from a landlord, attorney. In this letter from the landlord's attorney, he's working like a pit bull for his client. Oh, he got all kind of stuff in here, telling you what you're gonna get evicted, they're not gonna renew your lease, and all kind of stuff. Here's what you do: you take this, open it, carefully look at it, and write the index number down, because you're gonna need that index number. Um, excuse me. You're gonna need that index number because you're going to go to the court the very next day and you're going to counter what this landlord has sent to you. You're going to get, they call it a harassment form. A harassment form. You're going to counterclaim him with a harassment form. And what this does, the court system don't work like it should. The court system, as it works now, when the landlord take you to court and you don't file these papers, the harassment papers, the court don't want to hear nothing you got to say. They're going to send in a mediator to talk on the letter the landlord sent you. And you learn your rights. I have successfully, in the past 2 decades, helped nearly 20 or 30,000 people in court. I'm not an attorney. I only go by the laws in the state book called the Tenants' Right Guide, and another book they have here for the Tenants' Guide in the New York City Housing Court. I've never lost. Between 20 to 30,000 times, somewhere between there, I've never lost. And you don't need an attorney in court to help you do anything, because the bottom line is the attorneys don't know. The average attorney do not know. What the average attorney will do is that he will take this letter the landlord sent you, and according to the legal protocol, the legal whatever they call it, he will try to prove to that landlord, to the landlord's attorney, even though the landlord's claim is baseless. But the attorneys would answer this when I don't answer this. If it is baseless and I know that the client, that you have done no wrong, and they're trying to get you out of the apartment and using a baseless claim to bring you into court, you don't have to answer that letter. You fill out the complaint harassment form and make him answer your claim. That's how you counterpunch him. By you not doing that, it's like you're letting the landlord slap you, or the attorney slap you, you're not fighting him back. But by you filling out this harassment complaint form, you're fighting back. Now, I got these two books. Let me start with the housing court book, one. Let me tell you what happened here, what is wrong. The judges in the landlord-tenant courts, whoever's responsible, I don't get into that. It's a shame the way they've been treating tenants. Really a shame. Tenants have been evicted because the judges don't have this at their disposal. computer. The system is so outdated. If the judges had a computer before him or her, they would look at this and they would see this landlord has violations against them and has had violations against them for a very long period of time. I picked up on it in I graduated from private investigation in 89, 90. But my biggest concern was, I went back and noticed that this has been going on since past 1983. My biggest concern was, how did the system allow landlords with violations to raise your rent? Landlords who have failed to register their buildings to raise your rent? They have been given the green light to the benefits of the law when they have not complied with the law. And a judge can find all that out when the landlord brings you into court by simply going to the computer. If the violations date back to 1983, then your rent should be reduced to that year of the violation, because the landlord was not entitled to one rent increase. And for every tenant who has been evicted, where the landlord has failed to comply with the law and registration of the building, they should get every dime back from that landlord that they paid before they was evicted. Housing court has already been shown in the past. Many of the judges are corrupt. They've been accepting bribes, and the way they are acting today, I still believe they're doing it. Many of them are being paid, supported by the Landlord Real Estate Association for their campaign running for judge. All of this is going on. But I'm back to the tenants again, because that's who I'm here to help the most. When you get this, you must read this book. I have some information. You're going to see it in the footer of the web of this video on information that you need to know about all these harassment and different matters of that. But you're getting evicted because you're standing in line at the court, not with a form that you fill out with harassment. You're standing in line at the courts with the letter sent to you by the landlord's attorney. And that is what's causing you to get evicted from the state of New York. From the Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, and Queens, where I picked up the most discrimination, because in other areas of the state they don't have the rent crisis that they have here. And I would be doing, in case I missed something, all you have to do is go to renttalk.us and email me, go to the complaint, leave a complaint. But the people in the city of Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, and Queens, where there's an estimated 10 million people, they're simply not communicating with me at all. They're just complaining and paying the rent, getting evicted. I'm going south. I'm leaving New York. Well, I want you to leave. I don't want to be around no ignorant asses anyway. Those are not fighting for the children. I'm looking for the children to stand up and overthrow the vote of the parents and rise up and push this revolution to the next level so that we can get this country on the right track. That's another tape. But right now, the two matters in hand are the court system could have done a lot more to save tenants from eviction. I can do a lot more. And the Tenants' Right Guidebook is here to help you, so you won't have to worry about getting an attorney to defend you in court. An attorney who have no idea what to do will follow what they have was trained in law school, and the housing court doesn't even go by that. It's a whole different process. It's a gangster. I learned it, and if you need help, go to renttalk.us again, and go to the comments section. I even have the tenant guide book there. Go there and get information for yourself if you don't want to leave a comment for me to help you. I also go to the housing court. Matter of fact, I didn't put the housing court section in there yet. I didn't do that. And I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about you learning your rights. Learning your rights, you'll know how to, you can leave a comment or order this book, get this book. Here, you can pick up this book from you can order it from the Association of the Bar of the City of New York. Or you can call the number 212-382-6600, and they will send this booklet to you. The Committee of Housing Court. Well, it's late. It's nearly a quarter to 2 in the morning, Tuesday morning. Would be what day is it? On the 30th, August 30th. So, gotta go to bed. Gotta get up in the morning. Somebody's getting evicted, and you can stop evictions with restraining orders. You got to know how to do it. So I'm going to go to the court in the morning. I'll be there at 8:30 to meet them in the morning to help them, just to show them what to do. You can, when you get evicted from housing court, you can appeal it. You're not evicted yet. You can appeal it, but they didn't file a counterclaim. It's why they are going through this. And I read the complaint of the landlord is this baseless. The landlord haven't kept his book rights, and I did research to find out that the landlord have violations dating far back as with 1995, a total of 10,000 violations. And the landlord has failed to return the interest from the security deposit. The landlord has been charging the tenant late fees. A host of landlord have not registered the building. Landlords has old rusted galvanized pipes still in the building, and a host of complaints. And the tenants just don't know how to fight. I don't know what's wrong with moms and dads. The moms and dads are so busy trying to be politicians, and they're not fighting for anything. They just gave up. But anyway, that's another story. Look at the information I put at the back of this this video, and it will help you, and it can help you. And I'm going to turn in, like I said, it's quarter to 2 on August 30th, 2011. Good night. Good night. As you've seen at the